Corey, we saw Texas go to 3-0 in the season. They beat Wyoming. The final score, 31-10. The final feel in this one, well, it felt a whole lot closer than that, especially, or at least to me.
Yeah.
How did this thing feel to you? What are you going to remember about this game?
Well, you're not the only one that feels that way. I definitely think they come out sluggish. Kind of reminded me of week 1 against Rice, not being able to get things rolling until the second half. But this is the second straight game that the run game was able to finish this game for the Longhorns. Jonathan Brooks had a huge run, and he eventually scored with Quinn Ewers coming in, spiking the ball down. Love the energy from Quinn. But second straight game where the run game finishes, and I think that's important because Sark loves to run the ball, and he was able to do it tonight.
Yeah, the only thing better than this great weather we got to enjoy during the game was the run game we watched and the fourth quarter finish that they had. The Longhorns outscored Wyoming 21-0 in the fourth quarter. They outgained them. They protected the football. They really just finished this fourth quarter in an exact opposite way to how they would finish fourth quarters a year ago.
I'd like not to have to wait till the fourth quarter, but it is a little bit comforting to know that we can play that way in the fourth quarter. This is back-to-back weeks of 21-point fourth quarters.
And for us to win the fourth quarter like we did, I think that just goes to say a lot about our mentality and the fight that we have, which I don't think we would have been in the same situation about a year ago.
We need to wake up. We challenge each other. I feel like all great teams challenge each other, and I feel like we did just that.
I think that's what championship teams do. They find a way to win when they're not at their best. And tonight, it's safe to say we were not at our best.
So we see most good teams improve in certain areas year over year. This Longhorns team definitely has improved at finishing games. But in this game, I wish we didn't have to wait until the fourth quarter to see all of those improvements.
Yeah, it's just another game. Like I said earlier in week 1 against Rice, same kind of thing happened. They had to wait until halftime to kind of get the ball rolling on offense. Defense was phenomenal from start to finish, but that offense kind of took a little bit longer than we wanted to for them to be able to put some points on the board in the second half. And so it kind of surprised me because Quinn called that player-led meeting earlier this week, and from what we heard from Xavier Worthy, it was productive, but it also proved why they called it in the first place.
I just wanted everybody to be on the same page, about how I was feeling and how the leadership council was feeling.
Shoot, it kind of like humbled us. We came off a big win. Sky's the limit. We're this, we're that, number 4 now.
Even tonight, going into the stadium, as I was taking the field, fans congratulating us on the win last week.
Kind of pulled guys back in so they weren't getting so attached to looking at social media and seeing what people think of us, because it turns every single week.
So I feel like we kind of needed that to show like everybody's still gunning for us. We're not done yet.
So yeah, you heard X talk about this was a wake-up call for the team. Well, the conference play starting up. You don't need to be woken up. You need to be waking up right when you get off the bus.
Yeah. That alarm is, man. It's time to wake up. So stay awake now, because you had that first conference game, like Corey, you were just mentioning. It is at Baylor, 6:30 on Saturday. The only place you can watch that?
Right here on KVUE.
Right here on KVUE. Yeah.